Hey everybody, welcome to Blue Door Studio. Today we're going to talk about 12 instant ways to practice gratitude. So the first thing that comes to mind as the first way to practice gratitude is to be in the moment. When you're sitting here in the moment, thinking about what's going on in the moment and not about what's going on in the future, not about what's going on in the past, you'll be a lot more grateful of what's going on. Okay, the second way to practice instant gratitude is to sit there, listen to me talk, close your eyes, listen to your coworkers talk, listen to the sounds outside, listen to everything that's going on, be in the moment. Take some deep breaths. Put yourself into the minds of your coworkers. Be outside of your spirit right now. Okay, the third way to practice instant gratitude is to count your blessings. Count your blessings right now. What do you have in your life that's good? What kind of parking spots do you have? I'm actually gonna. That is actually. So step number 4 is to set an alarm to ring that reminds you to be grateful of what's going on in your day. So yeah, imagine you're just going about your day and your alarm just rings out of nowhere. It says gratitude on it. You sit, you look at it, and you pause and you're like, hey, let me think about this word for a sec. And in that moment, you have a bit more gratitude than you would have had without that alarm. So way number 5 to practice instant gratitude is to go on a 5-mile run. When you go on a 5-mile run and 3 miles into it, you're gonna be like, I'm so tired, I wanna quit. But if you keep pushing through those extra 2 miles, you'll be like, damn, I'm feeling good. By the time you come back after that 5-mile run, trust me, you will feel really good. A lot of people attribute this to runner's high. And runner's high is a documented, scientifically proven way to make you feel a lot better about everything that is going on. Basically, you have all these endorphins in your body that release when you're doing all this physical stuff that thousands of years ago was very beneficial for us as we go out and hunt lions and saber-toothed tigers and mammoths, because we did essentially kill all the mammoths out. So having a skill like running was very beneficial to us. So when we do that a lot, we release all these endorphins and we feel great about it. Now going on to number 6 is to just do whatever you want. If you do whatever you want for a moment, like you sit there and you're going like, I'm kind of bored, and you decide to just do whatever the hell you want to do, you're gonna feel a lot better, because ultimately we have this freedom in our life to do whatever we want to do. And if there's somebody that's telling you shouldn't do something, you should question it. Like, we're in America, we're in a first world country, we have all this ability to be able to do anything we want. Like if the job that you're working at, you don't like it, you could just quit. Now, of course, you're gonna lose out on a steady paycheck, but you have to learn to not be addicted to the 9-to-5 paycheck. You should learn how to budget your money and be able to use your money in a way that when you're working, it's just to supplement this pool of money instead of working and spending all that money and living paycheck to paycheck so that you're constantly addicted to this paycheck. Yeah, way number 7. Number 7 is to think about what you're watching this on. Now, if you're watching this on a cell phone, if you're watching this on your computer, that's amazing. 30 years ago, we were on these giant, massive PCs with dial-up internet that took forever to even stream something like this. This would have been impossible for you to watch. Like, I remember when I was growing up, downloading Mega Man episodes and that taking forever to load. And if you're around my age too, you might remember Real Player, and when Flash started coming onto the scene, that and Newgrounds, you guys remember Newgrounds, that website that streams stuff? And it wasn't that easily accessible for us to be able to watch media like this. And especially if you're watching other videos that are in 4K, that's insane. Way number 8 to practice instant gratitude is to write things down that you're appreciative of. Now, if you're living a life where you're alive in America, in a first world country, there's a lot of things that you can write about that you should be grateful for. And it's that whole thing where there's a starving kid in Africa. People bring that up all the time, but there really is people out there in the world that don't have what you have. And in a way too, if you think back a few years ago, what you're living now might actually be the dream that you had a few years ago. Like when I was growing up, living by the beach was something that I never had. But then now, living in Pacific Beach is something that's very easily doable. I could just pay rent and live by the beach. And that's something that I am very grateful for. Way number 9 to practice gratitude is to consider what we have to eat. Thousands of years ago, we would not have been able to go in the store and buy a pineapple for $1. Now we can get fruit from around the world for like whatever it takes us to walk to the market and pay and get. Like I can get tropical dragon fruit for a couple bucks. I can get food from Mongolians in a couple bucks. I can get Mexican food if I go down the street. I can get food from essentially anywhere in the world, and this is much, much better than kings of the olden days. Also, we have the blessing of medicine. When I was 6 years old, I had pneumonia, and if it weren't for modern medicine, I probably would have died, and I probably would not be here giving you this talk right now. And you probably went through a couple medicine throughout your years too. So if you're watching this, knowing that we have modern medicine, that's a huge blessing because you might not have made it as far as you already have. And also all of the relatives and the loved ones that we have, they might not have lived as long as they have now without the help of modern medicine. Whew. I think we're on number 10 now. So number 10 is to consider the friends that you have in your life. Like, you're probably not alone, and if you're super alone and watching this, I'm your friend. So I'm sitting here and giving you advice. And think about the people that you have in your life that are truly blessings, that energize you, that support you, and that let you do things that are like kind of crazy. Like me talking to a camera right now, which is an inanimate object, and my friends here are supporting me talking to this inanimate object like I'm not crazy. So be thankful for your friends, be grateful for your friends, and you're gonna feel a lot more grateful for the day that you're living. Okay, number 11 is to appreciate where you're at right now. Think about this place that you're watching this video. You're probably at your leisure, right? You're not at work. Well, maybe you are at work, and in which case, you do have a stable job, which is good, so you're getting income. But think about the place and the setting that you're out. It's not like a dangerous wartime. You're not sitting in Iraq watching this as you're getting bombed. So that itself should help you feel a bit more grateful, knowing that you're in a safe, structured place where our ancestors were outside in the tundras, afraid of death every single second from maybe a mountain lion or a saber-toothed tiger or a wild woolly mammoth that wants to kill your whole tribe. And finally, for number 12, think about how you're not dead. Like, you have this whole world to live your life and to do anything that you want. The opportunity is there. If you want to get an education, you can go to community college, get your education, and then transfer to a 4-year college. If you want a job as a photographer, you can go on YouTube, learn all the skills that you need to be a photographer. If you want to be anything, you can go online, look up the information, and just go and do it. The hardest part is having the willingness to be able to follow through with this. But if you actually want it, and you have to really, really want it, you'll be able to get it. Like, there's nothing in this world that you can't get if you set your mind to it and focus 100%. Anyways, those are 12 ways to practice instant gratitude. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe by pressing this button and watch the other videos as well. Thanks a lot, and I hope to see you again. Make sure you leave a comment too and like this video. All right, damn, that was a tough challenge. 12.